Hello and welcome to Providence Decayed. My name is Wes Otis, and we are here to have a horrifying night of Arkham delights. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's better than last time I just stumbled onto the stream, so I feel happy about that. Let us start by introducing our wonderful players. Let's start with B.
Hello, all. I am B Zelda, they, them, and I am playing Rex Rouge, he, him. And Rex is the stuntman. He's got a bit of a thing for. What was the character name? I play so many games, y'all. Esther, thank you. Thank you. What else do we know about Rex? Really good at what he does. Doesn't really have a lot of brains, probably a lot of muscles. And yeah. I think that's a pretty respectful intro for Rex.
Hello, I'm now I'm paranoid. I hope that I can be heard.
You can.
Okay, I'm sorry. That has tickled me so much. In a way of solidarity, we've all been there. But yes, I am playing Faye Tate. And we are just an animal girl. I don't know why I say we. You know, we as people in general love animals, and I also love them. And unfortunately, I might love one kind of less, but don't tell him that, please. And that's the end of that.
Michelle.
Hey, I'm Michelle Otis, and I am playing Franny Romano, your local, psychic, everyday psychic, and she can tell you fortune and give the rubes a show.
So, as you can see, the wonderful Janine is not with us for this particular episode because of travel reasons. So, they will be back with us next time. Let's talk really quick about the envelopes of fate. Now, if we hit $50 in our tips, one of these envelopes will be opened randomly. Inside one is a good thing, one is a bad thing for the players. Last time they got advantage on all their rolls, which was pretty awesome. Plus, if we get to 100, we will be picking a card from the horrible bad things supernatural deck that I have here randomly, and I will slot in some basically whatever we pick. So, bizarre creature, parallel universe, whatever happens. So those are our two things. So 50 for the envelopes and 100 for the card. And yeah, we appreciate all your support, of course. Now, let's jump into our recap from last week. God, there was so much that happened. Rex and Esther had gone out to the woods to look for this body. They found the body, and then the police and one of Esther's father's friends found them. They then went back to the circuit, to the carnival, and spoke with the rest of the group. And at that point, Faye let it be known that she was taking care of a rat with a human face and human hands called Jenkins, who is our, I guess, mascot at this point.
Yeah,
I'm throwing that out there. Jenkins is our mascot.
I think it's unavoidable at this point.
Ew, our
Michelle.
horrifying mascot.
Horrifying mascot. Anyway, so we've did we already hit our 50? I think we almost.
What?
I think we might have hit our
Yeah.
50. Wow!
Dang, y'all.
Thank you all so much. That was very fast.
I want good things to happen to us. Definitely not bad things.
Oh, Michael, I think that was you. I'm not sure because I don't have that particular thing up. But thank you so much. Let's see. Saint, roll a 6-sided die for me, and let's see which one of these you get.
Oh no. Roll well. I hope what's well.
What's well? It's a 50-50 chance.
Oh. Okay.
Because it's two things. You roll a 6-sided die. And it's
Okay,
1, 2, 3 is one, 4, 5, 6 is another.
Hey, it
Okay.
was Bowman.
I got 3.
3. Okay. Thank you, Bowman.
Thank
Let
you,
us
Bo.
see.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bowman.
You guys, okay. This is the
It's
second.
good. It's good.
This is the second time you've gotten something good. So at some point, the bad thing, which is gonna get worse every week, because I feel like we have to keep that kind of there. So each player gets a 10% bump to a skill of their choice forever. So pick a skill, put 10% to it, and you get to keep that. And even though Janine's not with us, she will also get the same bump.
Nice.
Yay.
And you
Yay.
never you so thank you very much for giving them that bump.
Thank you.
Okay, so based off of what we've now been rolling and doing, this gives me a better idea what to bump or like what to put points in.
Exactly.
Actually,
There's so many things I
let's
haven't
see.
touched.
So while you all are looking into what you're going to bump up for 10%, I'm going to continue the recap. So all of them got together, they met Jenkins, they went out to also Franny has a box that seems to give her the power to see ghosts and talk with them. And they took all of these things, Jenkins, the box, all of them, went out to where the murder site was and caused a large magical event to happen that was seen all over the town. And also destroyed most of the carnival that needed to be, it basically knocked tents over and things like that. And they all came back, and Marcus, the person who runs the carnival, said, "Hey, look, you guys need to hide. Get out of here. This is all bad. Go over to Kingsport, lay low." Like a group of kids, they went there for 2 seconds and then got the fuck out and left. So, yeah, that was not... They're now back in Arkham, and they've split up, which is... I love when... I know a lot of GMs don't like when parties split up. I am not one of those GMs. I love when people split up. It allows me to do so much more. So when we last left, Rex was at the local newspaper talking with Betty Driscoll about the gossip column. And if you haven't seen their interactions, B's interaction as Rex with the guy at the front desk, it is golden. It is the best, 10 minutes. just funny as hell, because they're all like, "Oh, well, it was a murder. Did you call the cops?" "No, but they're trying to pin it on somebody." It's really good. So that's where they are at. Saint and Esther, or Saint and Janine, or Faye and Esther, went to the Miskatonic U library to look up information on local cults and things. And Franny did the same thing, but went to the Historical Society and met what I'll just call the Pepperidge Farm guy, who never forgets, or remember, when Pepperidge Farm never remembers, or whatever he says, never forgets. So close. But that was the end of it. They, at the very end, Faye had found a book about European cults, and in it was a picture of a very old picture of Esther's dad. Too old, in fact.
That was important.
Yeah. And that is the recap. That's where we're starting. Faye, you are looking over this book, and you don't see Jenkins anywhere. He has scurried off, and you've noticed that he's able to unhook the lead that you have him on. So human hands, obviously hard to keep in cages, hard to keep on leads. And so you're looking around for him, and then you realize Esther's not there. She was just one row over in books, and suddenly she's gone.
All right. Yeah, I am concerned. I'm gonna look for Jenkins first because that's the thing that I need to have my eye on right now. I'm gonna just kind of quick, like when you're walking. Wait, like the fast walk, but it's quiet. I'm quietly fast walking through the library.
A quick
Glancing
shuffle.
upon, yes, just a nice, professional, acceptable shuffle. Can I use a spot hidden to locate perhaps a clue?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. All right, today we're gonna try the 2 green. It's a fresh combo. What am I doing? I'm working with 40 here. Okay. And they did not help me out. I got a 77, which is that a critic? Oh no, different game.
Different game.
Right? It's a different game. Everyone, it's a
I
different
don't know
game.
those rules. Yeah. Okay.
So we were talking about this before we went live about the fact that all of us play so many different games on so many different. Sometimes we get like, oh, what skills are in this one? Let's see. So what did you get total?
77.
Oh, so you
But
missed. Yeah.
But I was gonna add points to this when we did our check marks, but I would not have gotten 7 to 7.
No, actually, why don't we do that right now? You still
Yeah.
missed the roll, but I was going to explain that. If you have a check mark next to something, roll against it. You want to fail this roll. You want to roll above the amount that you have written next to that check mark. If you do that, that means that you then get to gain some points in it. So you roll, you try to get above the skill level, and then you roll a 1d10 and you add that if you failed that skill roll that you're checking against. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what if the reverse happens, or the consequence, or just nothing happens?
If you're successful, it means you don't get any new points in that particular skill.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. All right.
As a testament to how terribly I rolled last game, I have no check marks.
Nice.
if it was Delta Green, you'd have like 20.
Oh, I'd be golden.
Should I report my updated stats then to you?
No, you don't. I trust you. Just
Okay.
do your thing.
I'm just gonna do
Okay.
my thing.
The best Cthulhu line I've ever seen was in Cthulhu Punk, which is a GURPS game, and they're like 500-point characters taste the same as 100-point characters. So it really doesn't matter how many points you dump into it. You just taste all the same to Cthulhu. I will agree, Bowman. It is a little counterintuitive.
It's weird.
It's weird. It's a 40-year-old game that so there's going to be some weird parts to it.
Okay. Well,
All right.
honestly, I'm not going to edit anything because I don't really understand if I ever checked something. I had 2 blank boxes checked, and I don't know why.
Well, those are the ones that you can now try to get better if you want. You roll against
didn't
those
check
numbers.
any of my actual skills. I had my blank ones checked for some reason.
That's weird.
I know I've either succeeded or failed things at some point while we played. What they were,
Well,
we'll
as
just do this going forward.
as we go forward, you can add more stuff. Everybody else ready?
I got one
Yep.
more. I guess I was doing a lot of crap. I was trying to roll my way out of a lot of stuff.
You were trying to roll your way out of a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
so kind of benefit me a little bit, kind of not at all in some regards. All right, the last one. That's good. I get to add 8 points to my science. Let's see if
Hey,
that
that's
ever makes a
awesome.
difference.
Hey, that's really good.
That's really good. So
Makes
you're,
sense. You spent time at the library.
That's
you're,
true.
you're looking around. You don't see Jenkins anywhere, and you also don't see Esther anywhere.
All right, time to just straight up ask a humanoid, library desk. If there's like a main hall area, I'm gonna go over there looking for somebody who might have been paying attention.
Okay, so at this point, there is very few people in the library in general. That's the reason you came during this time, was because it's a little easier for you to get in and out. And when you get up to the front desk, you notice that it looks like the receptionist is sleeping. They're just kind of leaned back in the chair, sawing logs.
I heard that as song logs.
Song logs.
Yeah. It took me a moment. I was like, I don't know what that means. I'm going to have to ask. Okay. So, all right. Well, I'm very happy to know this person isn't dead from a Jenkins related event.
A Jenkins killing.
Straight up. Okay. Does it look like, I know I just rolled for, I mean, I would be looking for clues. Does anything look strange?
Well,
I guess, can I just roll again? Spot hidden? I'm looking for something.
Well, no, I won't make you roll. So you look around because now you're intensely looking for some kind of clue of what's going on. And you look everywhere and everything is very clean. And you finally come back to the front desk. You notice that there's another student at one of the big long tables that they come out and they read. And they're the only other person besides you and the person at the front desk who are there. And both of these other people are asleep.
I guess let's shake the student awake. And
it's got a weird smell coming off his face, like some kind of chemical.
Oh dear. I slap him. Get up!
Ah! Jesus.
Hey.
Oh,
I don't know
what
you, but what?
What
I don't have
happened
any.
to you?
You didn't have any smelling salts? Like, it could have been something a little bit less traumatic than slapping me?
No,
Okay.
not at all. What happened to you? Do you remember?
I was doing my research paper and suddenly I just blacked out. I felt somebody grab me for a second and then I was being accosted by you.
Well, okay. I'm like, Jenkins! Let's just handle it.
It just goes, there's just a reverberation. Echoes throughout the whole place. You know, the other woman, the woman behind the desk starts to wake up. No pattering of little feet, no rubbing together of small hands. You don't know where Jenkins is.
Okay. Very, very, very concerning. Oh, God. I didn't think I'd ever miss the little weirdo, but God, I guess. Oh shit. How does the lady look behind the desk? Is she fully awake right now? Is she sick?
She's fully awake and she walks over and she says, I don't know what just happened. I smelled something strange and then suddenly I was asleep.
Okay. It's probably best that we all get out of here. I think you guys were both chloroformed, if that hasn't been obvious to you yet. I don't want to insult anyone's intelligence, especially in a traumatic time. But yeah, I think we should probably get out of here. And I'm just like, I don't have any flesh on me, or else I'd be like, oh, I'd set it out as a trap for Jenkins. Like,
I first thought, where is she taking this? And then I remembered Jenkins. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna just kind of, because I can't I barely understand what's happening here. But I'm gonna try to regroup because I do not feel safe alone.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess, oh yeah, and everyone else is split up. Do I remember did I know where Franny was going? I'm gonna try to get to Franny.
I'm going to say all of you know where everyone is. So you all talked about how you were going to attack this situation. So, all right. So let's jump over to Franny, who has been looking through volumes and volumes of church charter, church registries and different things over the last 30 years. And last time you established that there were a lot of problems around winter solstice. Usually many children, especially infants, would go disappearing. And there has been a birth decline in Arkham over the past decade or so. There are also rumors that a lot of this, when this starts to happen, strange things start to happen at the old Keziah place, which is known as the witch house. You look through all the information and you count at least disappearance of the last 30 years of at least like 15 kids altogether.
Oof.
And it doesn't seem to come up very often in news reports. A lot of the times one parent is blamed, it's swept under the rug, that kind of thing. So that's the information that you gather from
Is
there.
it at a regular interval?
Usually it's every 2 to 3 years, but it's not like every 5 years this happens. So you do wonder, give me an occult roll.
Okay. No, 29 over my 20.
Wonk, wonk. Okay.
Boo.
Boo. Do you want to spend any luck points to make that happen?
Or could I put my 10% there?
No, where'd you put your 10% already?
I was going to put it in occult and then I put it in spot hidden.
Well, then
now
it's in spot hidden, isn't it?
I'm regretting that decision. Okay. Yeah, I will spend some luck.
All right, cool. So what you do notice is what you think is that these kids are being stolen for sacrifices. So whenever a sacrifice needs to happen, a child disappears. And there is reference to a hideous creature that visits the hospital when a few days before this occurs, a rat-like creature with what some people say might be a human face or some sort of strange twisted face. And then the baby will disappear a couple of days later.
I'm reading this. I'm like, oh, jankies.
Okay. We will say right at that point is when Faye comes into the historical society, which is really just like a 2-room overflowing with books kind of building. And the two of you, I'm going to jump over to Rex, but the two of you can talk in a minute about what's going on. Rex, now you had gone to the local newspaper to basically talk with the gossip columnist. And I think the idea was to find out information about the city to get some leads on whether or not there was a cult in the city. But you were not the smoothest. No. And you're talking with Betty Driscoll, who is sitting there across the way, she's probably in her, I want to say she's in her late 40s and very stern looking. And she looks like the kind of woman that makes her money by dishing other people's, dirty laundry or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, What brings you in, kid? Why are you here?
Are there any cults in the town you could tell me about?
What?
You heard me. I'm looking for some cults, not to join or anything. I wanna learn about some cults.
Give me a fast talk roll.
Oh, you are in luck. Nope, I have no points there. There is no way I could get under 5%. That was a colossal fail of 70.
Oh, no problem. All right. Well, she looks at you, she goes, you mean like those religious types that come in sometimes and do weird stuff out in the woods at night? Yeah, we have some of those.
Yeah, tell me about them. And is there like a chair? She had a desk.
Yeah, she's at a desk with a little typewriter and cup of coffee and the whole 9 yards. My Girl Friday kind of vibe.
I love it.
So
I'll pull up a chair, sit down, get comfy, start looking at some of her papers.
Okay. She goes, well, so a few years ago there was a big scandal over at the school. There was some kind of secret cult going on with a lot of the older faculty members, and they were having these parties with some of the younger co-ed girls. That's the closest thing to cult I know, but
what? No. I'm like talking like bodies are being murdered, dismembered, beheaded, belimmed, befingered. Anything like that.
Wow. That was a lot of B's in that word.
Yeah, I'm good with my words, I may not be a fast talker, but I know words.
Well, they did find a couple of bodies out towards Dunwich. It's a small village not far from here. And they did have a bunch of weird markings all over them. That was last summer, though. There's really no explanation for it.
Do you know anybody who was involved? Anybody I could give a call to? Are there phones?
Yeah, there's phones.
Like rotary phones?
Yeah, rotary phones. Not every house has them, though. So she thinks for a second.
Dunwich.
Let's see. Well, there's this police officer, Billy Watson. And Billy, if I remember correctly, is now retired. Sometimes he does guard work. Sometimes he's a PI. Most of the time he's in a bottle. But he was involved with that particular case. I think that was the case that ended his career. But you can go and talk with him. He would maybe have some information.
Yeah, Betty, you're good at your job. Don't quit what you're doing. And he'll pat like the papers on the desk and then get up and walk away.
Okay. At this point, let's get everybody back together now that we've all done our things so that we can streamline things. So you all meet up at right outside the Historical Society, and you have all your information. You're all aware of each other's stuff. So go ahead and just start talking about it. Role play out what you want to do next.
So I get we all got some info, but I'm not comfortable with Jenkins.
Yeah, I mean, Faye, you sure he's not around, right?
He's around.
I mean,
He's.
within earshot.
I mean, we don't look. To be honest, I would never know. It's been like a couple of days. We have we've tested none of his abilities, but
Well,
I do feel really
abilities?
betrayed.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't know.
sacrificing babies? Who
Yeah.
does that?
Well, he was eating fully already dead things before.
Oh,
Which
that's
is not
fine.
uncommon. Yeah,
Mhm.
we do it. We do it so that we can't judge. All right. And I just believe in the good of so many animals.
but he
now
ain't,
I'm
he
like,
ain't
maybe
no
he's not an
natural animal. He ain't no
Nah.
natural animal.
I didn't think this would be possible, but
Maybe about this.
If I
He
could
ain't-
recommend maybe a place we drop ourselves off at, that old witch. Can we talk to the witch again? Nervous.
I
Looks
also
around
nerve-
for
That's usually not a question people ask. Can I talk with the
Can I
scary witch again?
She was quite mysterious and aloof, but if you think you can crack her, then
Oh
Why
no,
not?
absolutely not. But there's no harm in talking. I think I'm pretty charming.
oh, see, your confidence before that last sentence confused me because I thought so you don't want to talk to her? No, you do want to talk to her, but you don't.
You're nervous.
Franny was gonna do all the talking. Franny's so good at talking.
Well, I'm glad you volunteered me there, Rexy.
Mhm,
All right, so here's the problem. I don't know nothing about no witches. I don't know how to talk to one. I don't know how to find one. I don't know what kind of powers she has. If she's got this rat thing that can
Eat babies.
talk and eat babies, or at
Mhm.
least steal them, he might be stealing them for her.
Yeah.
Why would she give Jenkins up then?
I don't
She's
know.
got to have a reason, and it can't be good.
Hey, everybody. What you doing? Jenkins comes from around the corner.
Jinkies.
Hey,
My
Jenkins. We was
You
We
left
was just-
you left the library. I wasn't sure where you went.
You didn't hear me yelling for you? Because I literally did, and it echoed.
I was following the man that was taking Esther away.
what?
Now wait.
Who? Jenkins.
Yeah, let him talk, cause
There
I
was a
did.
man that came in and took Esther away.
My
And I
Esther?
followed them.
What did he look like? Is she okay?
I don't know. They got in one of those mechanical horse things and drove away.
A car.
Yes. That's what you call them, a car. Yes.
A car. You gotta say it right.
You have to hit that A. Car.
Car.
Yeah, she didn't even put up much of a fight. I guess he had some kind of gun or something on her.
Jenkins, wait, you gotta tell us these things sooner. We have to go save Esther.
When I came back, Faye was gone.
yeah, as you can see, it's a very complicated situation, but we gotta ask because thank you for coming back and telling us what happened. I believe that you're telling almost all, I think all the truth. And I also, we have found out, and I'm just gesturing to Franny, like, do you have to, is someone making you steal
Jenkins.
babies?
Are you eating the babies?
No, I don't eat babies.
Oh, phew, what a relief. Wait, are you stealing them?
No.
You ain't lying
Then
to us.
Or do you think they're gifts? Is this some sort of wordplay?
Gifts? No, a baby's never a gift except for to its parents, and I have no need for a human baby.
but who does?
I don't know.
Jankies, I've got a feeling you're not being completely honest with us.
Let me use my skills of interfacing with animals.
Animal
love it.
handling?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Just like how do you handle the psychology of a non-human? Would it be animal handling?
I'd say animal handling, but at disadvantage.
Oh god damn it,
Okay.
because it's unnatural.
Yeah, I feel that's
okay.
fair.
Yeah, I just want to soothe them, but I also want to see if I can be like, okay, this is genuine, or is this straight, to the best of my ability to be able to tell. I can't even conceive of how I would.
All right.
But here we go. Anyway, my animal handling is 75, so hey, good chance. 35.
Okay. So, for disadvantage, you have to roll the 10-sided die
yeah.
twice, and you take the worst
The
one.
higher
It's
one?
the higher one.
God damn. Okay. All right, 30 was my worst one.
Awesome.
I got 10.
So, you kind of put yourself almost like talking with a toddler. You put yourself on Jenkins' level, or at least as close as you can get, and he's looking at you, kind of just moving his fingers back and forth. He goes, I don't understand what the questioning's about. Babies, for some reason. Why are you so interested in babies all of a sudden?
Well, I guess I trust his confusion. You did say you had some relatives, right? Could they possibly know about the
Would you like to
babies?
meet them?
I'm looking to my fellows.
Wide-eyed fear over here.
Maybe you could ask them about if they eat babies.
I can. Do you think that we could possibly do that without being perceived as rude and being attacked?
I think that if you ask anything about their eating habits in an accusatory way, it can be seen as rude.
Hey,
Just
he's
looking
got
at
a
Rex.
point.
No, I'm looking at you, Rex. Have you learned the lesson then?
What? Oh, yeah. No, I'm connecting the dots now.
Good. Okay. Well, I don't think you really answered my last question, but I think
What's your
I
last
can just
question?
What are we gonna get attacked for? Basically, yeah. I guess let me just be real straightforward. It's hard because I'm dealing with a lot of feelings of survival and perhaps primal fear sometimes. But we just don't want to be killed. But we need
Nobody
to figure
does.
out. Indeed. Thank you. I'm glad we agree with that. But we don't want the babies to keep going away. So if we talk to your relatives, are they the murderous sort, or would they be amenable to talking to some humans without hurting us?
Well, I guess we won't know unless we try.
Okay, yeah.
Are they nearby?
Can I ask you a question, Jankies?
Go ahead, Franny.
Were you acquiring the babies for someone?
No.
All right, well, that's that. Jenkins is good.
Give me a psychology roll if you want to see if you feel like Jenkins is telling the truth there. Everybody can make it except for Rex.
Yeah. I mean,
No, I
Rex.
did not make my psychology roll.
only have 10%. So human psychology is the real way to know.
I'm just saying psychology in general because he's almost as human as you are, so brain wise.
I'll try to roll because I'm concerned
Mhm.
by that. That you're telling us to try again. All right. Well, nope, didn't make it.
Okay.
Well,
So I mean, I will say this: your overall feeling is that Jenkins doesn't want to talk about the babies and is putting up walls. Now, if you want to talk to his relatives, you could, but he's not guaranteeing safety.
right. All right.
Uh-huh.
I think talking to the fewer rat things, the better.
Yeah. Especially for now. You mentioned Dunwich.
Yes.
While we're still on exile. Well, wait. We need to find our friend.
Yeah.
I was kind of
We gotta
wondering when
find
one
Esther.
person would get back to. I mean, you got stuck on babies, which I understand.
Yeah. It's just a lot.
but it is a lot. When is it never not a lot, though? If you think about it, Saint, over the last 2.5 years, it's been a lot. So, yeah, what is the plan? Esther's missing. Jenkins might be involved in baby snatching, eating, or possibly something else. And yeah, so like, what's the thought?
So I think Esther's, I mean, besides the fact that she was kidnapped, I think she's in a lot of danger
Mm-hmm.
because that picture of her dad that looks like it's 100 years out of date.
Huh.
Yeah.
So he's a bit.
You're
Can we like walk and talk? Could I get on my? I'm gonna get on my bike. I can get somebody else on there with me. But like, we need to go.
Yeah,
while
but
we're
you can't
moving.
fit 3 people on your bike, Rex.
Dang it. Okay, so
You got a sidecar?
no, but I could. Where are we?
You're
The
at the Historical
historical-
Society. Yeah, at Arkham Historical Society, which is not very far from the university. It's relatively close to the university. So before you head off, where are you all thinking of going?
Go to where Esther was last seen. I guess we'd have to follow Jenkins.
Jenkins said he was taken by car. So
Yeah,
Jenkins, can you point out the road?
Yeah, it's the road behind the university. They went through Iron Gate and they got into the mechanical thing and drove off.
What for like those of us who are familiar with the layout?
Basically, the school is a huge rectangle with the center, typical school layout of the time, having the bell tower in the center with the library not very far away. And most people come in through the main gate that the clock tower is facing out towards, because there's a center quad and there's all the buildings kind of, around that make up the different schools, like the medical school and the historic school and everything else. And then as you go through, there's a back entrance that is not as big as the front entrance, but students still come in and out of there on a regular basis. There's actually entrances on each of the main walls, with the back one being the smallest. And so you can park go through the back entrance, and then and at this point there isn't any real, I mean, they've got maybe a couple of security guards every once in a while, maybe at night, but during the day the gates are just wide open and anybody can walk on. They're not really worried about the things that we worry about today. Mm-hmm. So maybe they should, because there's rat things walking around. But yeah, so according to Jenkins, Esther walked out of the back of the library with this guy. They walked maybe, I'd say it's almost like a city block between the library, where the library is, and where the exit is. They walked in, got into a car. It's probably, from his talking about it, is probably like a Model T, a black, normal, older car at this point, though, because in the 30s, they had already gotten pretty far past that. Model Ts and stuff weren't as normal as they were, say, 5 or 10 years before. So that's a clue right there. It's an older car. And they got in and drove away, going towards so they're going east towards the Miskatonic River. But of course, between the school and the river is a good amount of space. So that's what he's saying. There's a couple of different things you can do. You can go and talk with some students who possibly might have seen her. That's a long shot. You could go to you could go search around the area for that particular car, because there's probably not many of them. What else? You could go to her dad's office and see if you can get in there when he's not in there, to find out more about what his movements are.
You know what? The dad's office is in the U, right?
Yeah. It's near the clock tower.
That is appealing. For multiple reasons. Not that Rex is particularly selfish, but if he could clear his name somewhere along the way, that would be great. If there's like some, I don't know, documentation that they've forged to make me look like the murderer, because I can't have that. I have a job. I need to make money. I want to keep riding my bike.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
We have things we want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
So what of all those things? Okay, so we have breaking in the dad's place to see, because
I'm for B&E.
Okay. What about Franny and Faye?
I think that, getting in there, seeing what's up, but also while we're on or still looking around campus, if we happen to see the car, or if Jenkins can
help you identify it.
I haven't asked him about his sense of smell or anything like that.
We never asked Jenkins anything, really, not about himself.
Usually
I don't think we want to know the answers.
No.
In this case, maybe we can have him sniff something out. Well, yeah, let me actually ask him as we're
going over there.
Our way back.
Yeah, because we walked over then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know that all of you are on the radar of the dad and the people that he is associated with, and probably the police. So let's talk. If you have disguise, you can do disguise, or you need to do stealth.
I do not have disguise or doing stealth. And yes, I want to send Jenkins in with Rex to the office. I figure that's going to be helpful.
Okay. Sounds good.
Rex might not want that.
I gotta roll stealth. I have nothing.
You roll it. Oh, I got it. 28 under my 44.
Awesome.
Ooh, 14 under my 50.
Okay.
Check mark.
27 over 20.
Okay. Do you want to spend some luck points?
You know what? For that, I will.
Okay. So you just lower your luck points to the level that you need to succeed on the roll.
So I need to go down by 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 8.
Right. And this is a temporary reduction. It's not
Yeah.
forever.
Okay.
Yeah, and Bowman's right. Check that skill if you make
Oh,
a roll.
thank you.
Everybody check skills.
Oh, Bowman, you're the best.
All right, so you all sneak on to the campus and you make your way over to basically the board's offices, and you make your way in and you slowly start looking around, and you figure that the dad's place is probably on the top floor, and Rex and Jenkins are in the lead, and Franny and Faye are kind of holding back in the hallway looking for people coming and stuff. And you make it to the door and you listen to the door, and you don't hear any movement or anything. And Jenkins goes, "I'll go see if anyone's there." And he scurries up the wall to where the little window is at the end of the hallway, goes out of the window, and then a few minutes later comes back and says, "There's no one in there. It seems clear."
Nice going, little dude.
Would you like me to open it for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he disappears again, and a few moments later, the door from the inside unlocks, and he pushes it open.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I'll give him a cricket from my pocket.
Thanks, Jinkies.
You just hear crunching as he rips into the
Yes.
cricket. All right. So this place has what you would think a typical 1920s or 30s explorer kind of vibe to it, with a lot of stolen artifacts from nations that he got stuff from that he should have given back, a la the British Museum. And there's all of these different pictures and books, and who's in the hallway and who's in this room?
In the room?
Yes, I know Rex is.
I'm in the hallway.
I was
Okay.
thinking I'd be in the hallway too, since we brought up the rear.
Okay. So Rex is the only one searching the room right now.
Oh, maybe I should go.
I mean, I could read, but
Yeah. Two sets of eyes are better than one is more what I'm
okay.
getting at.
I'll look around as well.
So
Me and
can I
Jenkins together?
Can I get spot hiddens? And
Okay.
even if you fail, you're going to find something. I just
Okay.
want to see what you roll.
I spect this character terribly.
Not
Oh,
according.
hey.
You're very entertaining, so I think you spec them just right.
That's a 25 under 25. How does
That's perfect.
beats to meets? Okay.
Yeah, beats
Yeah,
to meets.
and I got it.
And you can make a check next to that one as well.
Yes, thank you for the reminder.
I got a straight 20 under my 40.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay,
I have a
so
quick rules question.
go for it.
If you used luck to make a skill check, do you still check that skill?
I'm going to say no
Okay.
because
Oh,
you have
okay.
to
I didn't-
roll.
I didn't think so, but I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah,
Thank
sorry, B. I didn't mean to rip away one of
That's
your checks.
okay. Now I only have one.
Wonk wonk. All right, so you two are looking throughout this, and you find a calendar. It's handwritten, and there are. It looks like it's probably 60, 70 years old, and it's not an actual, like, doesn't have like dates and stuff, but it has more of a cycles of the moon, cycles of the sun, cycles of stuff that doesn't really make sense, like how the universe moves within the in relations to the galaxy, the other galaxies, and it goes from this really big celestial kind of calendar all the way down to days of the week and everything else. And both of you make me a roll against your intelligence.
What intelligence?
Hey, you might get lucky.
I think I can carry us. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have said that. No. Don't make me eat my words, dicey poo.
I'm 62 over 25.
Oh,
I
forgot your intelligence was your dump stat. I forgot.
I'm learning, not my best choice, but hey.
It's okay. I got you. All right, 33 under my 65.
Yes.
Awesome. So you're looking at it, just reading through it, and it's in parts of it are in Latin, and parts of it are in English and then Spanish as well. And it talks about a ritual to bring a planet closer.
What?
Uh-oh.
Does it say what
And
planet?
It doesn't. It just says the planet of him that shall not be named.
Oh.
And
So-
Jenkins jumps up on the table and walks over and starts looking at this piece of paper. And he goes, "Finally, we found the information we needed." And then he jumps off the desk and scurries out of the office.
Did he take the paper?
No, he just read it real quick and then left.
What? Jenkins?
Jenkins! I straight up yelled.
Franny,
Man.
you're standing in the hallway and Jenkins just goes right by you, and you hear a small sound of a crackling, and a bright light appears for a moment, and then Jenkins is just gone.
What?
He teleports.
I'm taking this calendar.
Okay.
No, I will
It's in
take
my
the calendar.
inventory.
You can't read it.
Just because I can't read it. I mean, I could read some of the words.
I was literally about to take the count. Are you gonna do something with it?
No, I'm just gonna put it in my pocket.
Okay. How about I put it in my pocket? And we can
Okay.
read together later.
Yeah. So like I know that was a big deal and all, but I gotta look for some papers on the desk to see if I can not be marked as a criminal.
Yes, and we still need clues of where the hell Esther is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm feeling extremely betrayed. I have the bag of live crickets. I'm like, I brought these for him.
I come into the room. I'm like, Janky's just kind of disappeared. And I don't mean ran away. I mean, ball of light, ran into it, poof.
Like magic?
Yeah,
Huh.
exactly like magic.
I guess it makes sense he can do magic, considering he was raised
He's-
by a witch.
Not normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. Okay, papers. I'm gonna start ruffling through more of the papers.
Since I'm in there, can I do a spot hidden?
Sure. Do a spot hidden,
I'm gonna
but
go in the
Rex,
hallway.
okay. You're looking very like through all this stuff as quickly as possible. And you find a piece of paper with a note that says it was from the day of the murder, and it says meeting at the house on the rock.
That's it. No signature.
It just has a meeting place on it and the time, which was about 3 hours before your show happened.
Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna take that.
I made my spot hidden.
All right. You find a few different books of lore of things like you don't have enough time to really look through them, but they look like occult books. Yeah, they look straight up like occult books.
Are any of them small enough for me to just carry?
One of them is, yeah, it looks like it's from like the 1600s, and it's a copy of some other book, but it's in English, so you can at least read it. That's when Faye hears someone climbing the stairs, at least one or two people climbing the stairs towards the office.
Hissing at them. We gotta go right now.
Shit.
Where are you
Okay.
going to go? Because if you go down the stairs, they're going to see you.
Wait, there's not another way down.
There's no other doors in this hallway?
No, it goes up to it goes to the stairs
We're
that
in a
go
tower?
down. Yeah. You're in a building, but it's an older building. It doesn't have like
I thought it would have stairways at the ends of at both ends of the hallway.
Well, okay.
You're the
I
GM. You tell us
guess.
what's up. We're just imagining.
You know what?
our own
I
movie.
tell you what. Why don't we do a luck roll
Yes.
Okay.
and see? And we'll do one person gets to do the luck roll, and I will say which one. I'll roll randomly. All right, Rex, you're our luck roll.
Okay.
Alright,
What do I do
Rex.
again?
You're rolling
Roll.
against your luck
Oh, that's
to
always
see if
bad.
there's a second stairway on the other side of the building.
to get under 43. 48.
Spend 5 points. Oh no, you
Can
can't.
I
It's
spend
a
luck
luck
points on a
roll.
luck
No,
roll?
it's
You
not a
can't,
luck roll.
no.
Sorry, you can't.
No,
I
you
forgot.
can't.
Okay, so there's only one way out.
The
Is there
window.
a window?
Yeah.
Yes.
Window. How high are we?
You're on the 4th story, and this is before any real safety regulations. So
There's no ladder.
there's no ladder. If you were in New York, there'd be a ladder because they had a fire there, and people were like, "Hey, we need ladders." But here, there hasn't been a big fire yet. So anyway, 5, 4.
I'm going out the
Oh,
window.
and
I'm a
like-
stuntman.
Yeah, is there
Well,
a
what-
trellis or ivy?
There's Ivy. It is an Ivy League school.
Let's try to.
You're
do
fired.
That. Let's try to scale the ivy.
Yeah, we got to try and climb down the ivy. That's our only choice.
All right. So for this, I need.
and relock the door.
Oh, okay. You're gonna.
Smart.
So you're climbing out the
Whoa.
window. You're locking the door. I feel like there's no athletics here. Oh, there's
Whatever
climb.
this is, it's for me.
There's
Literally
climb.
I took points in climb.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, I did not either.
Oh no.
There's no hidden doorway with
No,
a hidden
nothing.
stairway and
It's down the
closet.
ivy.
Or armoire to stand in.
You want to sneak into the small wardrobe or whatever.
We're all pretty small. We.
I passed my climb.
all right.
There's
Okay.
35 points in there. I'm using them.
Maybe I should just try
Put
to
a
climb,
check next to it, Rex.
Thank you.
and then if I fail, I just fall out of the window. Is there a jump? Can I roll? There is jump. They're both
Four
the same.
stories.
Shit. They're literally the same.
So
Okay.
are you
Please
gonna hide
climb.
under the desk or something, Franny? Or are you gonna try to climb?
I'm gonna
2.
try to climb.
All
Wait,
right,
I'm
come
rolling
on.
climb. I'm rolling climb. I'm rolling climb. Oh,
Can I catch
okay.
somebody if I go down first?
Sure.
I rolled an
Yeah, I fell.
11.
I
Wow.
fell.
Yes.
Someone catch me. I'm falling.
Can I catch?
Wait,
Faye?
before we do that, do you want to spend luck points to
Oh.
make it?
Oh no, that's too many. For,
Oh.
I failed very bad. Oh, I rolled a 54 over my 20.
So let's see if our short king can capture
Yes.
Faye.
What
starts
would
to
this
go out
be?
and the vines snap in your hand and you start flying back towards the ground. And fall damage is not fun. And Rex goes underneath, trying
Did
to
you try and roll a jump?
No,
Can I-
this is
can
a
I-
fall. You've made your fall roll.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna say dexterity, Rex. Make a roll against your dexterity to see
This
if
is-
you can.
Basically impossible for me to fail. I did not build this character very good. 60 under 90.
No, wow.
Okay. Yeah, you
are-
could be jumping around more.
You got decks for days. So
Now we know where your true abilities are.
Yeah,
So-
I'm a stuntman.
you get underneath, you see her flying towards you. You put your arms as wide as they can go, and she falls. Luckily, all of you are short. And what's your size, Faye?
I'm 40, so I might be a little taller.
You're
But...
a
Rex-
little bit taller than me. I'm
Rex
35.
is at 35. Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's
you made
Rex
the
so
roll
has
so
dex.
well. Rex has dex. So Rex is able to grab onto you and slow your fall. I'm going to say you're still going to take a couple of points of damage just because you're going to hit your, just there's no.
Yeah.
What's your strength, Rex?
Also 90.
Oh my God!
Strong
I
man.
dumped all of my points into Dex.
Wow.
Strength. Everything
You're
else
like
is
catching
pitiful.
a feather.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not even kidding.
I'm not going to even make you roll for that.
He all catches her on his pinky.
You know what? I'll say this. Look, Rex may not be able to do the book stuff, but he just saved your ass with the falling out of the sky stuff. So he grabs you before you hit the ground. You do not take any points.
Hey.
You begrudgingly owe him. And what do you want to do? You hear movement upstairs, because even though you locked the door, you didn't really clean up as much as you thought.
We didn't clean anything up.
No.
We did not. So
we should go.
Let's
Go.
Yeah, we are getting out of eye shot and earshot.
All right. Give me stealth rolls. Everybody give me stealth rolls.
Oh no.
Oh dear. You just want me to fail, don't you?
No,
Yeah,
I've been very impressed.
Oh,
With your dex, your
13
stealth
under
should be
my
high.
50.
Okay. Wow.
Wait, should it?
Well, no,
Was there
not
math that I was supposed to? No. Okay.
No. You're fine. I'm just saying with that kind of
In theory, yes.
yeah, in theory. Go ahead.
In practice, this was a fail.
Yeah.
I got a 3. I'm sneaky.
Wow.
You're
I
super
think I'm like
sneaky.
in shock, so I'm just not even.
I'm in
I'm
shock.
not making a sound. I'm just.
May I suggest what my fail is? Wait, did cars have car alarms in this time, or is that like
No,
too far in the
God,
future?
no.
Oh no.
Rock, walk, walk. Ooga, ooga, ooga.
Okay, then I don't know why I failed. You'll have to tell me.
Go ahead, and how many points did you fail by?
60 over 20.
Okay. So
I'm not doing luck for that.
Oh my God.
your compatriots go one way and they slide behind a large bush, and you go the opposite way and run straight into
A lamppost.
yes, Wile E. Coyote'd it right into a lamppost.
Makes a giant clank. Nobody knows what was that. Was that my head against the metal?
No, right into Matt. Matt is Esther's other interest.
No.
Whoa, hey man, what are you doing here?
Ugh.
You got classes?
Nah, I was out for my my nightly jogs.
It's 2 PM.
I distinctly thought it was nighttime.
Maybe you have cataracts.
No, I think I just hit my head. You are looking today. Have you seen Esther?
Not today, no.
Like not at all.
No.
Not in the car. Not in the like. Have you seen a Model T car?
He makes a twitch face that tells you yes, but he says no. And he goes, "No, I haven't seen her. Are you? I thought you weren't supposed to be around her."
Yeah. You know, I'm just I got tickets to my show tonight. So it's a really good one. I'm jumping over 3 bears.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, if I see her, I'll ask her if she wants to go with me, and we'll both go and watch you do your thing. Is that cool?
And like Rex is gonna start walking away as calmly as possible. Yeah,
See ya.
totally cool.
See you later.
Whew. Oh, my heart.
Oh.
He's gonna start like looking around, like, where did my friends go? But still try to walk as normal as possible. Not very convincing.
Faye made her stealth roll at a critical success, so she's able to make the sound of a bird, but also convey a complete sentence of over here, look up, look up.
It's the cat.
So you all get back together. And yeah, what do you want to do? Jenkins just made off with information that he seemed very interested in.
It
I'll
seems
relay
like
my.
Jenkins was using us.
I don't get why he would need us for any of that.
He was a gift to you too.
Yeah, she said she couldn't take care of him anymore, so I feel horribly used. And honestly, I kind of feel like if I was just pet sitting, I should have been paid. This has been a rough couple of weeks. Since
You might get paid.
Crickets ain't gonna pay the bills.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, can't pay the bills with crickets.
the old saying.
So
I kind of want to give this witch a piece of my mind, but I also know we are not prepared to shield ourselves against magic.
I mean, I got a lot of pent up frustration.
That is
Does
that
that help?
magic? Franny, you know more than us.
Is my pent up frustration magic, Franny?
I'm thinking the energy is gonna be helpful.
Okay,
I think
got a lot of anger.
If we're gonna meet up with Keziah at all, we might need the box.
Is she a little lady? I can't hit a little lady.
What if she's
She
like
ain't
a
no
magic?
lady.
Yeah, it's like a It's a demon in a little old lady's body. It's just a shell. Just a shell.
I'll think about it.
You're punching the demon. The old
See,
lady's
that's
face.
appealing. I want to punch
Yeah.
demons. I'm so mad right now. Running into that asshole. I know Esther's gonna be. I have to approve this.
Let me put it this way. Remember in the old neighborhood? Remember old lady Malone?
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Awful.
wasn't no lady.
Awful.
Yeah,
She
you
would
would have socked her in the kisser, right?
Yeah, she hit my bike
Because
and then left.
Keziah's worse.
I'll hit her. I'll hit her right in the kisser.
all right. I think that
That's a plan.
I think taking a break right now is a good thing for us to do now that we have a plan to sock Keziah in the kisser. What do you all want to do?
I mean, I
Check
want to
that
punch
house.
Keziah in the face, but the smart thing would be to check the house.
Okay.
I do want to clear my name and find Esther.
Yes.
All right. So when you check the house, you mean go back to Kingsport and check out the house on the top of the hill.
Exactly. So a bit of traveling, but it does make
Not
us
much.
technically in the safe space we were supposed to be.
Right.
So we're
You're
not
back
gonna
where
get
you're
in as
supposed
much
to.
trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're where you're supposed to be. All right. So, you travel out. Kingsport's only a couple miles away.
Okay.
By the time you get out there, it's probably 3:30, 4 o'clock, and you see the house on the hill, and you make your way up, and the house looks deserted. The windows are boarded up, and there doesn't seem to be any movement inside.
Not exactly the fanciest place.
No. It looks
Makes
quite
sense.
old, and weather stripped.
Okay. I felt like stealth was what I wanted to use, but I don't know anymore.
Well, I was gonna. What about a spot hidden? See if there's. I want to check around the back. So before looking at the
Smart.
front, let me first check out the back. What does that look like?
Okay, so when you go around to the back, it's literally almost right up against the edge of this cliff. Imagine the cliff, the hillside looks like a large wave, and the house is sitting on the top of the crest of the wave. Just almost, if more erosion happens, the house will tumble into the river below. So you have about a foot between you and like a good 1,000-foot drop.
And can I tell? Is that a rocky drop, insta death, or is it maybe?
It's pretty
somebody's-
insta death.
Okay, just wanted to check all my bases.
You
I don't know,
are
I
our
might be
falling
jumping down
expert
there.
at this point. So.
It's true. It's true.
You believe you could
okay.
fly and you did not. So,
Well, I
what-
definitely want to check out the back entrance if there is.
yeah,
one,
there's
I
a
guess.
door. There's a little patio, not patio, but a little porch and a door.
Okay.
And
I would roll my spot hidden here if it. Well,
well, what are you
it's
looking
not a
for
waste
in
of time.
particular?
I want to know, like, is there like dried blood on the handle, or like a skull of a child in the window, or
The obvious
yeah,
thing.
The obvious,
or,
like,
you know,
Are there
Fingers
any,
dangling from the windowsills.
are there any
Yeah.
signs that just say this is evil?
evil, and there's a trap.
Is it a trap?
Uh,
No, and the back, the door is the screen door on the back is like slapping against the frame on a pretty regular basis. So that's a little creepy, but beyond that, no. You do, if you check the door handle for blood, you don't find any, but you can you do feel like you could just push the door open.
Well, I do know you were about to say something before I insisted on looking at a door really hard, so you can say that before I do anything else.
Who, me?
Yeah, no,
What?
Wes.
Huh?
Yeah, you were.
Wes.
Yeah, you were. I definitely want to get that knowledge before I do anything else.
Oh, well, basically when you go up, you don't, like I said, you don't find anything ominous, but you do notice that there is what seems to be a hobo marking in the wood right next to the door. And give me just like a because I don't know, let's see for you, because you're with the carnival, so you probably know those markings.
Yeah, we would probably know
Yeah.
hobo markings pretty well.
So
my guess.
I won't make you roll. It just says it's the marking for danger, and it looks relatively fresh.
Oh.
And it's not made out of blood.
No. I
Huh.
do like your diligence though for the blood.
No,
The
you
blood
miss it once,
snipping.
you feel like an idiot.
How'd I miss all this blood?
Well, message or no message, gotta peek our head in.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with. Yeah.
Are you all going through the back?
Yeah.
The back
Okay.
door seems safest.
Yes.
Okay.
Quietly and carefully.
All right. So you go into the back room, which is basically leads right into the kitchen. This is a very old kitchen. It looks like it might be from early 1700s, late 1600s. So really large fireplace with cast iron pot hanging
Okay.
in the middle of it, dust and cobwebs everywhere, except for there is definitely people have walked through this area recently, but off to the sides, they don't seem like they've been very interested in what's going on in the kitchen. There is a newer icebox. Probably maybe within the last, I don't know, 20 years they put it in. So that's kind of odd.
Uh-huh.
And there's definitely a smell of decay.
Of course. Well, I'm curious about the icebox. Is it locked or is it just...
No, it's open. I mean, it's not open, but it's not locked.
Right. All right. Well, yeah, if I will cautiously open it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you open it up, and there is a desiccated rat thing in the icebox. Looks a lot like Jenkins, but mummified. Different face.
Oh, they got different faces.
Oh.
Can I get a resolve check from everybody?
Just when
Yeah.
I
I
thought
think
this couldn't get
so.
any worse.
So you're rolling against, on your character sheet, your sanity.
Thank you. Right there. Okay.
I
Okay,
did
I
not
made it.
make it.
All right, you made it, Faye. What about you, Rex?
I'm okay.
All
I got
right.
a 17.
I can always count on Michelle not to make it.
That's
She's the
true.
weaker stomach.
Oh,
Going
almost
insane since
19. Yeah, whatever.
1992. I don't know.
All right. So luckily, this is not going to be that big of a shock to the system. You only take 1 point. You're fine.
Okay.
Little on edge. So that's what you find. Yeah, somebody had locked one of these rat things in the ice chest. Whether or not it was alive when it went in, who knows? Oh,
Realize-
Okay.
oh, there you go.
I have my fan on. I need to turn that off for the recording. Sorry.
No problem.
Can I check the fireplace? Has anything been burned in there that there are parts of still?
Yeah, you check in the fireplace, and there does seem to be fragments of clothing.
Anything that I could any color, any type of clothing?
A lot of like washed out greens and brown. You're figuring pants, and you've seen a lot of roustabouts wearing similar outfits, like
So it's like
work
workman's
pants, workman's clothing.
Okay.
Okay, so can I roll a spot hidden? Just looking around the kitchen, or
Sure, if you want to.
should I waste it? Should I wait?
It's,
I mean, they didn't. What?
I was just gonna say, it doesn't look like anything outside of what I've told you is really there, so you don't really need to. You can move on to the next area if you want.
Follow these footsteps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cautiously.
So the living room or the greeting room or whatever out front. Now, this is an old building, so it's not like modern buildings that have lots of different, rooms. This is more of like a small front room, the kitchen, maybe a small little dining room off to the side. This room has been used recently. There is literally a circle with a bunch of writing in the center. It's not a pentagram. It does not look like a witchcraft thing, but it is some sort of, you're going to guess, occult writing or drawing.
Faye, you want to look at that their celestial chart? Let's see if we can
Yeah.
compare anything, because I don't know no occult stuff.
Yeah, I'm just kind of
Okay.
tickled at you saying the word celestial. So lovely.
It's a hard word to say.
Honestly, I agree.
You're doing great, Rexy. You're doing
Thanks.
great.
Yeah, it's a genuine compliment.
All right, so you look at the chart, and sure enough, on one section, there is this exact circle, and it's connected to 3 different times to use this circle: a full moon, a summer solstice, and a winter solstice. And from what you can tell, it seems like it's some kind of summoning circle. They're trying to draw some kind of, it keeps saying celestial body or planet. Faye, make me a intelligence roll. Or it would be an idea roll.
For sure. Yeah, the only idea she has so far is like, so are they worshiping the planet body? That's as far as I go so far. All right, let's use my brains. Yeah, I got 53 under my 65.
You keep looking at the planet word, and you keep like kind of looking through, and it says something about a lake where the only true God lives, and wanting to bring that God into this reality.
Looks
The
like we
more
got a
you read
portal
it,
on our hands.
the more you read it, the more it makes sense to you.
Hmm.
Also, you gain, I'm going to say, let's see.
Uh-oh.
But is it not a good
Unsettled.
thing?
You
I
gain
think
We all know what she's getting.
You're getting 2 points of Cthulhu Mythos on your character sheet. And what that does is you get 2 points in Cthulhu Mythos skill, but it also lowers your resolve by 2 points permanently. So the more you learn about the Cthulhu Mythos, the more it takes your resolve down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's not a lot, but you keep staring at this thing, and you get just a little blood on your nose.
Oh, yeah, just a
little.
Faye, yeah. You got a little. Yeah. Are you good?
Ugh, I wipe it and I forget I'm wearing lipstick and I just wipe it on my face. Like I just did right now.
That's good.
Hey,
Good
we're LARPing.
Example.
Yes, this is improv.
That's how I got into Juilliard. All right, so
yes. Okay. Yeah, I will. I was joking about the portal thing, but is that kind of what I understand it to be?
Yeah,
The lake
absolutely.
will be the portal. Okay.
some kind of avatar of the god that they want to bring through that lives in a lake.
Thinking, do we know of any lakes that are famous and would just be like attractions or anything like that? Basically lake candidates. That's
Lake candidates.
Yes.
From what you're telling, this lake is on a different planet.
Oh. All
Yeah.
right, never mind. That's
Whatever
good.
this
That's fine.
god is, it lives in a lake on a different planet.
I see.
Right. And that's probably on the celestial body
Yes.
we're bringing in. Great.
Yes.
So I just impart all of this, I guess, shakily to my compatriots here. Yeah, this is they're trying to bring basically a probably colossal entity into our reality.
Huh. Well, that's silly. And they've been at this for years.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Wow.
And Esther's dad?
That can't really be her dad. Could it?
Now I don't know, but she has to be more in danger than we ever could have conceived.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really scared for her. We gotta find her.
Best accent ever.
The best.
Gotta be serious.
We gotta scan through the house.
Right.
Quick. Anything else?
All right, so there's upstairs and there's downstairs into a basement, which is probably horrifyingly close to actual rock and woo, like because of the erosion on the hill.
Oh,
yeah, interesting to know. Okay, well, it would be good to tactically like check the upstairs, but also make sure nobody comes up from downstairs because we haven't checked that yet.
You mean from the basement?
Yeah.
Okay. So does someone want to stay in the room with the circle and someone goes upstairs, or does everybody want to go?
I'm not staying anywhere by myself.
Oh, I don't mind.
Okay, so Rex is going to stay by themselves in the downstairs.
In the circle room. Okay, cool.
All right, Faye, up or down?
We're doing all three? No, we should not do that. We should do one at a time. Like the two of us go upstairs.
That's
together,
what
what I'm saying. Up or
Franny's
down?
Oh yeah.
Which one first?
I think up.
All right. All right.
All right.
Bowman says split
Ain't
up.
Ain't happening, Bowman.
Yeah. I'm like, no. I'm so scared. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's do this cautiously. How safe are the stairs? Wait, can we
Not
go
safe
up
at
the
all.
stairs?
That's funny.
You can go up the stairs. They're just not very safe.
Just with caution.
Carefully.
All right. So you start making your way up the stairs. And upstairs has a main hallway and two doors. And the second you get to the top of the stairs, you start to hear the sound of a music box playing from one of the rooms. And the door, which is kind of creaked open, shuts. And then down the way,
I think I give Faye a look like, what the hell?
Is a second room with no door on it. And you can see into it. There seems to be an old bed there and a bunch of like burnt out candles. And there might be people in the bed. You can't tell.
Didn't hear any of this downstairs?
No,
because the music
it
just
started the second you got upstairs. Now, Rex, you hear
Oh no.
the sound of the back door open and close to the kitchen and the pitter patter of small feet.
I would like to react without thinking, as Rex would, and I'm just gonna tackle whatever's in here.
So you just run towards the kitchen and tackle what's ever coming in. Okay. So
I have a really low center of gravity, so like I could sweep them off their legs, unless they're smaller, which it sounds like they might be, but who knows?
You might just scoop it up.
Bop it on the head. All right. So shit. Let's do.
You want to brawl? Fighting?
Yeah, let's do brawl.
I'm okay at that.
Do a dodge.
Brawl.
Let me do some math really. Because they didn't do this right. Okay. 42 under 50, 60, under 60. That's good.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Today, only this game, I've discovered that like there were all those percents under your skills. I didn't add that to the number that I was adding.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I should have been more clear on that.
What?
Yeah. So if it says 5%, you add 80 to it. You got 85%.
Okay.
I didn't do
I
that.
got
So I've
very
been
scared.
now mathing my things together because I don't want to fix it. It
Like
just takes me a couple more seconds.
mathing my things together. That's funny.
The technical
life.
terms.
Bed mass.
Yes, bad maths. All about the maths. All right, do I tackle the thing?
Yeah, 1 second. The book has lied to me. So just want to make sure I get the right page here. Ba-ba-bum. Okay. Oh, I see. I did the maths wrong myself.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So you run in and you jump on this thing and slam into Jenkins, who's come through the back door. Your strength is 90, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll a d6 for me.
Oh my god, I don't want to kill Jenkins.
Nah, he's
2?
too easily.
Okay, and then your strength is a 90, so I believe you get a +1 for that.
Okay.
So you land on top of Jenkins. What do you do?
Oh shit, it's you. You little. I'm gonna like shake him a little bit. Where were you?
He's kind of limp.
Oh, is it knocked him out?
Oh, shake a few more times and like the head just kind of flops. Oh shit. And I'm gonna pick up Jenkins and bring him upstairs to show Faye and Franny.
You get to the top of the stairs. Jenkins has been landed on hard.
Is he breathing?
I don't know how to check.
Give him to me.
Yeah, you're the animal one. Also,
He
what is that music?
He is severely hurt.
Oh.
He's having trouble breathing.
Oh dear.
No, Wes, I see that look.
You could let him die if you wanted to.
Well, Bowman said put him in the ice box.
What? That's a terrible
That's mean,
idea.
though. I feel like I could get through to him, as many animal lovers do.
Do you have like animal healing?
I do. I actually have first aid, but I don't know if I want to. I mean, you can't halfway heal him. That's not how.
No, that's not how it
How
works.
medicine works. Even though I'm kind of feeling petty, I guess. But do we have? Is there some? I'm whispering. Is there something that we could use to like secure him? Because if he wakes up, we don't know what the hell is going on. So we have to like burrito him up or something.
Swaddled him?
Yes.
I could take off my shirt.
That's a thing parents do to kids to little babies to
Comfort
secure
them.
Swaddle.
Yeah. I guess is the shirt the only thing we have? I suppose so. Okay, but first, I guess I'll do first aid, and then after, secured burrito, aka SWAT.
All right, so give me a roll.
All right. Wait, just 2. Oh, that's not correct. There we go. What is my first aid? Is this first aid or medicine? First aid.
First aid.
Okay. Yeah, we're in the field.
You're pushing on his little chest
Well,
and
It's like, you have a broken rib. What's going on?
blowing
All right.
a little air
Okay.
into his mouth.
Yeah, like 39 under my 45.
All right. So he starts to breathe a little bit easier, and you're able to stabilize him. He's not going to be moving anytime soon, though, because you've swaddled him in a shirt.
I still have my leather jacket. I just don't have a shirt anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
Queen 1977. You're cosplaying Freddie Mercury. Okay, so
Before he's even born.
Yes, I'm the OG.
Hell yeah.
It's got to start somewhere. So what do y'all want to do? You now have a hurt Jenkins, a creepy something in a room, and then another room that looks like it has a bunch of old candles and maybe somebody in the beds.
Are we just standing here?
Want to
What do
check
you
out
like
the
to do?
music box?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen? Some music?
I'm gonna keep an eye out on the stairs.
Smart.
Hold
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna go ahead and open up the door, ignoring the doorless room.
Okay, so you open
No.
up the door and the music stops, and there is a little girl there
Oh no.
wrapped up in what looks to be just a bunch of rags, but her face is pretty much like her lower jaw is missing and her right eye is missing, and her skin is a gray, black, green kind of mixture. And she looks at you and she starts trying to talk to you, but she doesn't have a tongue. So it's just this whistling sound. Can I get resolve checks?
Oh dear.
Nelly.
I didn't see this, right?
I think, didn't you go to the door or did you stay in the back?
She's
I'm
on
the
patrol.
one looking down the hallway.
Okay, you haven't
Whew.
seen it yet.
I made it.
Okay.
You
I
made it.
failed.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
switch up.
One of
So
us
how
had
do
to.
I mark? Do I the?
I will tell you in a second how many points
Okay.
you lose, and then we go from there.
Yeah, and you just
Um,
move the little circle down.
Okay.
So this is quite traumatic, actually.
Phew.
Bless.
Imagine.
Goodness.
Thank you.
Okay, so take 8 resolve points, which are in this game sanity points. So take 8 of those points off of your total. And then what I want you to do is I want you to roll me. This is where roll me a 50-50 roll. Basically, you want to get over 50% on your percentage die.
Okay. No, 50. Oh, you said over?
Over.
Yes, 59.
Okay, so with a 59 or higher, oh, I misdid that. I'm sorry. If a player gets a 51% or higher, I get to roll on the reaction table, which is the fight, flight, fawn, or freeze. So let me do that.
I'm
real
ready.
Quick. And for those of you watching, I created this system to take a lot of the mental health issues out of the system. So this is how we do resolve checks. If you go on Drive-Thru RPG and you check out resolve checks, it'll come up under My Plate Mail Games, and it's free if you want. It's pay what you want, so you don't have to pay anything for it. You can just grab it and use it in your game. All right. Okay. All right. That's fun. Oof. All right. So Rex turns around and runs down the stairs, runs for 4 rounds. So
Oh my
at
gosh.
least like a good 30 seconds, probably is halfway down the hill before doubling over and just like, but you are far away from the house. And the girl looks at you, Franny, and begins to whistle from her throat cavity again at you, and then throws a ball to you.
Catch the ball. I go,
It's a doll head.
you want to play?
It.
Is that what you want?
She nods her head up and down.
Okay, I toss the head back to her.
And she throws it back to you. Faye, what are you doing?
Yes, so as soon as Rex ran out, I was like, what the fuck? So, but Franny's still there. So
You see
guess
the
I-
shadows of Franny throwing something back and forth to someone in the room.
could I hear the whistling sound?
You could hear the throat whistling, yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm prepared a little bit as to there's something bad, if off. It's creepy, gross. So I'll approach and I guess take my resolve check. Here we go.
Okay.
Because I would go and say like what the fuck just happened. I'm also assuming that Rex is outside, not down the hill.
You heard the door. You heard the door like open and close.
Slam.
So he's outside somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm not aware yet. And okay, so you just went over it all. Above 50, bad. If
Above
I fail.
51, bad. Yeah.
Above
Right, I
50.
forgot.
Try not to fail.
That's the second
Try not
one.
to fail.
This
Right.
is the
Hello,
second
brain.
roll. So you're going
Yep.
into the room.
Yes, walking in fresh. Here we go. It's okay. I'm a strong lady. Okay, that's a 27 under, I guess, my
Ooh.
63. I've been
Okay.
seeing a lot of craziness, I guess.
Yeah, you see this thing, and she sees you, and she starts walking towards you.
Sorry, there's a fly in.
And you smack her in the head. And she walks up to you, and she starts putting her hand out towards Jenkins. Do you move away?
The one in the freezer didn't have like gnaw marks or anything in it, right? It wasn't.
You
like...
didn't examine it close enough to know that.
So it really, it didn't. I didn't
Nope.
notice there were a bite mark, or not bite marks, but chunks.
No. I know.
I feel as though. All right, so I'm gonna say, he's hurt. Are you going to hurt him? It's a yes or no question.
It shakes its head no.
Are you a ghost or are you? Well, I'll ask. Are you a ghost?
Shakes its head no.
Are you okay?
Seems puzzled over that question. It's much more existential than it obviously knows what to do with.
I guess, I was just looking like if she's suffering horribly or something, maybe she'd tell us, because I have no idea. It's like, does the zombie feel pain? Do you need and also I'm like, I mean, I love animals and creatures, and I've seen some things that are unusual. This is highly unusual. But I'm trying to be compassionate. So anyway, I'm just explaining myself a lot, but yeah. Maybe I should have said, do you need help?
It shakes its head no. Are you gonna? It
All right.
keeps reaching up for.
I'm gonna just give him.
I asked the little girl.
You
Are
give
you
Jenkins
human?
to her? Okay.
Wait. Okay, wait. No. She'll.
No, you
ask the
said-
question. No. Franny was said at the same time. So
I want to say, are you human?
It shakes its head no.
Have you been here a long time?
Shakes its head yes. So are you going to hand over Jenkins to the girl?
Well, your reaction has completely warned me off.
Well, no,
So,
it just shocked me because I thought you were just going to let her like touch it, not take it.
Oh, well, okay. I guess, yeah, right.
Actually, I think this deserves a luck roll. Why don't we luck roll for it?
Luck roll for what? Me having.
Because you
given
originally
it to
said,
her?
"Oh, I just hand it to her."
'Cause
Nonchalantly.
I get nervous about like holding up the game. So
You're
even
not
though I
holding
want to
up the
ask
game.
a bunch of questions, I'm like, oh,
No,
all right.
no.
Well, I made my left. Well, I hit a 50. That's good, right?
That's good, right? What's your luck?
Oh, right. I transported to a different game.
That's okay.
Yeah, my luck is 70. Yes.
Oh, so you're fine. So you're holding it,
Okay.
and it just starts to gently pet Jenkins on the bald forehead of his human face.
I
Okay.
say, do you know Jankies here?
Nope.
Hmm.
And then in a real low, gravelly voice, you hear from her throat, baby.
Ba- Um,
Did someone like Jankies bring you a baby?
She shakes her head no. Now, real quick, Rex, what are you doing? Because you have this whole conversation has gone longer than your freak out. So what do you want to do?
I think if the camera kind of zooms over on Rex, there's, he catches his breath. He's got his hands on his hips, hands on his forehead. Oh shit! What? That's mm. Okay, I gotta go back. My friends are in there, but like, whew. And like, there's a lot of like self motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Before he starts to walk, taking his time.
Okay.
But he will go back inside and slowly go up the stairs and only going through the back door as well.
Okay. So you do all of that. Any other questions for this, whatever this thing is?
thing.
Uh,
Okay.
do
Yes.
you
And I'm
do you like Jankies?
It replies, keep.
I think
Oh,
I need to make him feel better, and then he can decide where he wants to go. I say a little shadily. Uh, have you seen other ones like Jenkins?
Yes.
Okay. What happened to the one in the freezer?
She doesn't seem to respond to that at all.
Hmm. Well,
did you put the other one in the ice box?
No.
Are there other people in the house here with you, or other entities?
like next door in the bed, perhaps. With that open door, I just remembered. It's wide
Um,
open.
in a gravestone voice, she says, and I stole that from Discworld. No. I mean, yes. There are always
All right.
people here.
Oh, we get full sentences now? Okay.
Sort of. It's coming
All
from
right,
the
it
it's
seems
coming from her throat, so not having a lower jaw makes it very hard for her to form sentences.
what would you call yourself as a being?
Doesn't really respond to that. Doesn't know how to respond to that.
I'm trying to suss out. It's like, is this a child's brain? Is it a monster brain? Is it a
So far, it's acted like a child,
yeah,
like a
okay.
human child.
What's your name?
And it looks at you and it goes, Kazaya.
Oh. Okay. So are who have you seen, do we have a picture of Janine's Esther's dad?
Yeah. Yeah, you do actually.
Okay. This I guess, yeah, Franny I guess would have that. So I just to Franny be like, can you show her that picture and see if maybe this is the spot? I don't even know. I'm shocked here.
Have you seen this man?
Yes. But when I say yes, just nod up
I
the
know
head.
she's nodding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he good to you?
No. Rex at this point is now back upstairs. Rex, how close to the room do you get?
I am going to walk right by that room and go into the other room with the people. I don't know that that's Keziah.
Right. Even though some of the chat would like you to walk in and punch her in the face.
I live for that.
So
Punch that. Punch Keziah. All right.
I'm thinking, okay, and this is just a little bit meta, where, okay, so we know that Keziah is the main witch, and we were calling the old lady Keziah, and Jenkins knows Keziah, but Keziah doesn't know Jenkins.
What? Oh,
Why
you
doesn't-
mean the little girl that calls herself Keziah? Yeah, no, she doesn't seem to know Jenkins at
Okay.
all.
I don't look. So much is going on. I am taking these things at face value when I guess I shouldn't. Point taken.
Keziah, do you sometimes appear as an old woman?
No. Rex, real quick. So, Rex, you go into this room, and it is...
Power walking my way in now. This house
Right.
scares me.
There are two bodies laying underneath these old, ratted out, or old, moldy, rotten quilts. And there is a really large blood stain underneath the bed. So if you get close to the bed, you'll notice that there are blood stains on the actual quilt as well. And the people have decayed almost 100%. There's no, it's pretty much white bone at this point. And there are writings all over the wall in weird places, almost like, it looks like almost ritualistic writings on the wall, kind of like with the celestial calendar that you saw.
Okay. He's gonna step out of the room,
Okay.
and then from the hallway, Faye, Franny, I know it kind of stinks in here, but you got something you want to see. I don't want to go in your room.
I'm concerned about leaving Keziah.
Wait, who?
I'm saying this as in my head.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh my god. Brackets. In the head. Concerned about leaving basically a kid-ish.
A jawless, eye missing, tattered rag wearing child who's
just-
not
Even
being
admitted
treated well.
she's not human.
But it's
I missed
still
that.
like a kid, and I feel bad. And
And she knows it.
she knows. You're right. And is it canon that because at first I was like, are you being treated okay? And she said yes, and then she said the guy's not treating her okay. Is that
Correct.
canon?
Yeah.
Okay, so she changed her answer.
No,
Or
she says she's fine, but that you're getting
Right.
she's all right most of the time. But if she sees that guy, he doesn't treat
He's
her
not okay.
right.
okay, so that's
I
how we
ask her,
interpret.
is this man keeping you here?
No.
Are you allowed to leave?
Yes.
But you've chosen to stay.
For now.
Okay.
Are you gonna keep talking to the thing in there? I need help.
Well, I guess I'll step in the hallway and just
Oh, thank God.
just like what.
So there's some bodies, and some writing on the wall, and a pile of blood under the bed.
Bodies?
Yeah, they've been decayed. It's nothing.
I
It's
said,
just kind of stinky.
really? And I said bodies loud enough that Franny could hear that. And I'm
All right.
gonna look next. I'll look next door, and I guess perceive the same things.
Yes.
Um,
Franny, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna leave the room as well?
I'm gonna say, well, hun, we've got to go for now, because I hear the word bodies and I'm like, I'm not gonna become one. Right. We have to go for now, but we will probably come back and visit, and we'll bring Jankies with us.
She just
Does
shakes
that sound
her,
good?
She shakes her head a little bit, and more whistling comes out of her throat, and you walk out and the door closes.
Franny, you're alive. The
Yeah,
thing didn't hurt you?
I'd like to stay that way. We need to go.
Look, and can I use my is there more knowledge to be gleaned from the writing in the wall, or is it just like whatever we know?
There's usually not writing on the wall unless there's knowledge to be gleaned.
Well, here we go. I'm gonna look.
Okay, so more symbols from this calendar.
Yeah.
And go ahead and give me a library use. I know it's not a book or a library, but it is a wall full of stuff. And it's not chaotic writing. It looks like a formula of some sort.
Okay. That I feel slightly confident about, as my old student days have given me some technique.
Oh, and Franny, are you carrying around the box?
I don't think we went back to get the box.
I thought you
No,
took the
we
box
talked
into
about
the...
it.
We
and
talked
then
about
you
it,
left
but we didn't
back.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's good to know. Okay, cool.
Okay. Uh-oh. Well, I got a 20 from under my 45, so.
All right, so you start studying this, and these two were sacrifices. Probably from the calendar, probably 30 years ago of some sort.
Do the bodies seem like 30-year?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
completely, they're bone.
Pretty much bone.
Bones.
Yeah.
All right.
The blood splotch was more just like, like it's black now, maybe.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
never
I get that,
Wonderwall in a different language, just so. We talked about this in another game about how it was probably Coldplay. All right.
Okay. Great. And does it have any mention of these two people having a daughter or something? Like, why the hell is there a zombie daughter?
Zombie daughter. No, it does not. It does not mention little Keziah at all.
Interesting. Well, the
Okay.
sacrifice part makes sense. We still
I
haven't
don't
checked
think
out.
we're going to find Esther here.
Oh.
Well, we haven't checked the basement.
Oh, God.
Maybe I
regret
should be the
saying.
one. If and you two can just stay at the top.
No. I'm not staying up here. We can go to
No.
the middle floor.
Middle.
Okay, yeah,
and maybe-
yeah.
Yeah.
As I'm assuming we're going out the door,
Mm-hmm.
though. I didn't roll spot hidden in there.
Do you
Nobody
want to?
did.
You can run spot
Someone
hidden.
should.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it.
I'm not
Just-
likely to succeed.
But you
Alright,
should
let's
still
see.
roll it.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
I wanna look
because
under the
might
bed.
fail,
Heard
who
anything.
knows?
Might as well
All right,
give it a
this
try.
oh, I got an 18.
Ah,
Got a
you're doing
72.
Montgomery Burns fingers. Okay.
Excellent.
Excellent. What about you, Franny?
No, I did not make my spot hidden.
You notice as you're looking around that there is a pretty large hole behind one of the dressers, just barely covered.
Oh. I'm gonna go over there. My first thought is maybe this is where she hid. Can I move the dresser at all?
Yeah, you can move it out of the way. It
Okay.
slides pretty easily.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Hey, are
and
you
check out-
remodeling?
Well, look. Now that I've moved the dresser, I'm sure they can see the hole. There's.
Oh.
I just
How's,
want to
how's
check if-
Jenkins doing?
Still not awake.
How big is the hole? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're holding Jenkins with one hand, pushing the dress with the other.
Just- yeah.
Pretty kind of Jenkins size, I would say.
Oh, okay. So not for the little girl. Interesting. Well, we do know that these things are potentially all over this house. So I guess if that's here, let's keep an eye out as we finish up.
Well, I want to look inside. That's weird.
Okay, go ahead. Put your eye up to that hole.
What do you want to look inside the creepy hole?
You don't have to make a roll for that.
Okay.
So you look in. You look in, and your height is such that your face almost fits perfectly into the, much like the "Here's Johnny" thing from
oh dear,
from The Shining. And you look around, and there seems to be a hole that goes all the way down past the second floor, probably into the basement. So this is a wall full of little caverns for small creatures to run through.
Okay, I'll pull my head out. Yeah, we should go to the basement. I think we're gonna find some more Jenkins.
Okay.
Great.
Now that makes me aware that literally the walls can be full of them right now. We don't know.
Yeah.
All right. I'm now aware of that, and I'm unsettled.
All right, let's go. And we'll go back down the stairs.
So you go down the stairs now. The lights don't work downstairs. In fact, there's gas lights. If you want to, what are you going to do for sight?
Oh, I also meant to see if the girl was still in that room.
You go back and open the door?
Yeah, as we were walking
I
by.
will not look.
Okay. You open the door and she is gone. The room is almost empty, and there's no sign of a small child at all.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's just push on. I'm not even going to belabor the point. Let's go.
So you go down into the basement.
Taking step by step, like putting your foot down, feeling, putting the next foot down, feeling, holding onto the walls if there's any railings, because we can't see a whole lot.
Is there gas still running to the gas lights?
I will roll to see. Absolutely not.
Why?
No. Sorry, I rolled really badly. So yeah, you get downstairs, you've got the door open, you have some light coming in, not a lot. And you hear the dripping of water. You do feel a slight breeze. There might be a hole going out to the cliff. And you hear suddenly a lot of scurrying. There's suddenly tons of steps all around you. And the door shuts, and suddenly you're in complete darkness. And these strange iridescent eyes start popping up all around and on the stairway that you just came down, and all around you because you're in the middle of the room. And you hear, "What did you do to our brother?" And that's where we're going to end this episode. I feel like this is a good place to stop.
Oh dear.
So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Michael, for unlocking the envelopes of fate. We really appreciate it. And we'll pick it up next week. My players hate me sometimes.
It's just so funny because Rex left the house and could have actually just never come back.
Right? It would have been fine. Could have noped all the way back to Arkham. And then
I wanted to ignore the basement. I'm stating that for the record.
I was so
I
curious
was
about the
thinking
basement.
we'd peer down safely. I didn't realize we're gonna just traipse down the stairs.
With the dangling corpse of Jenkins. I know Jenkins is alive, and thank goodness he is swaddled.
Him.
So look, yeah. This looks good. You know, he's been cared for. We can talk our way out of this.
Yeah, I'm sure. So next week we will continue on with our show. Thank you all so much for watching and for saying great things in the chat. We really appreciate it. If you let's find out where everybody is real quick. Let's start with Michelle.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at Michulu. That's Michulhu. You can also find my music and Wes's amazing sound effects if you subscribe through BattleBards. And we've also got a Kickstarter going on right now.
Yeah, we do actually. I'm doing the 10th anniversary Kickstarter for Plate Mail Games, which I'll mention more later. Saint.
Hello. Yes. So you can find me on Twitter at Saint Spider. I know it comes up like I think perfectly right now. Yeah, at Saint Spider TV. Sorry, I'm looking at the stream. It's literally right
Yeah.
next to me. Yes, and yeah, I chat over there. I hang out, but really the main show is here with 12-Sided Stories. So please keep checking out all of our stuff. Thanks.
B.
Hello all, as always, I have been your non-binary busy bee. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda, on Instagram as @B_Zelda_. I'm a podcaster, streamer, TTRPG writer, and the community manager for D&D Adventurers League.
They are so busy. Like literally the name Busy Bee works really well for them. So
it ended up being just like so perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah. Yeah. So if you want, I am Wes Otis. You can find me at Plate Mail Games. That's the name of the audio company that I started for tabletop RPGs. Basically, I make audio for all sorts of games. You can check out our 10th anniversary Kickstarter right now. It's running, and you can find me at Plate Mail Games on Twitter. And if you want, check out all of the links below. We have a ton of stuff on our website for different shows. We have all of our links up there. If you want to support us, you can check us out on Patreon and Coffee. And then, of course, tips or merchandise always helps. Your money goes towards just keeping us going and paying our cast and all that great stuff. So we really appreciate it. And yeah, so next week, you got to show up and see if any of them make it out of the basement alive. So thank you so much. And we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.